Let's talk about scholarships, bursaries, and grants. First of all, I'd like to mention that unlike student loans, you don't actually have to pay these back. So essentially, they're free money. However, unlike student loans, there are some hoops that you need to jump through. So we need to look at how to apply for them and whether you're eligible for them. So without further ado, let's look at scholarships, bursaries, and grants, and how you can get your hands on them for your quantity surveying degree. Please note that this video cites information from ucas.com. What are scholarships? A scholarship is a form of financial aid awarded to students for further education. Generally, scholarships are awarded based on a set of criteria, such as academic merit, athletic skill, research experience, or specific professional experience. What are bursaries? A bursary is a monetary award made by an educational institution or funding authority to individuals or groups. It is usually awarded to enable a student to attend school, university, or college when they might not be able to otherwise. Some awards are aimed at encouraging specific groups or individuals into study. What are grants? A grant is a fund given by a person or organisation, often a public body, charitable foundation, a specialised grant-making institution, or in some cases, a business with corporate social responsibility missions, to an individual or another entity. So what's the difference between a scholarship, a bursary, and a grant? A scholarship is based on achievement, is offered by universities or employers, and is used to help with some living costs, usually a one-off payment, annually or termly, or tuition fees, based on a percentage reduction or full cover. A bursary is based on low household income, the background or personal circumstances of a student, for example, disabled students, or students from particular regions or countries. It is offered by universities or employers to help with some living costs, usually a one-off payment. And a grant is based on low household income, the background or personal circumstances of a student, for example, disabled students or students from particular regions or countries. It is offered by charities or trusts that represent underrepresented groups to help cover some living costs or help studying abroad, usually with a one-off payment. Why apply for scholarships, bursaries, and grants? Given that scholarships, bursaries, and grants don't have to be repaid and can make a huge difference to your student budget, they seem like a no-brainer to look into. Surprisingly, less than a third of new students applied for a bursary or scholarship. The most common reason, with over 72%, stated they didn't think they were eligible. On top of the cash in your pocket, an award might come with additional benefits. For example, internship spots, networking opportunities, or accommodation. Where to look for scholarships, bursaries, and grants? The first place would be your university or college. Whilst you're researching your UCAS choices, look at what extra funding they offer to students in your position. It's a good question for an open day too. 80% of students who received a scholarship or bursary found out about it from their university or college on an open day. The second place would be employers. Companies, professional bodies, and organisations linked to particular industries often run scholarship or bursary schemes for aspiring talent, as well as to attract groups who are traditionally underrepresented in their field. For example, women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And thirdly, would be charities and special interest groups. These are often to support students whose personal circumstances align with the work of a particular charity or group. They can overlap with widening participation awards, but they can also cater to students with disabilities, a particular extracurricular interest, a desire to study overseas, or those from a particular background. Are there any specific scholarships, bursary, or grant opportunities in the UK for quantity surveying? Based on this video's release date, the 22nd of May 2024, there are a few opportunities, and I'll mention two now. First, the University of Reading are offering a scholarship of £1,000 or $1,254 each year if you join the university at undergraduate level in 2024 and are studying architecture, building surveying, construction management, quantity surveying, or architecture engineering. You must also achieve at least an academic grade of AAB at A-level or equivalent, and you must place the university as a firm choice with UCAS by the deadline. A link can be found below. And secondly is UChem. UChem are offering a 50% off tuition scholarship for all people entering into architecture or construction-related postgraduate degrees. You will be eligible if you can demonstrate a 2-1 in a previous degree or equivalent. They particularly welcome students who are international, BAME, LGBTQ+, disabled, lower socioeconomic and care leaver candidates. Again, a link can be found below. Metroun, a commercial hub to your business.